Good morning, students. In the last lecture, we have completed our exercise. Now, let us start in this lecture. That is chapter number 8 of class 10th mathematics, which is Introduction to Trigonometry. It's NCERT. So, what is trigonometry? How does it come? What is the history behind coming of trigonometry? So, if I say that this is a mountain, suppose this is a Mount Everest, and you are somewhere standing here. You are here, and I told you to calculate the height of this mountain. How will you calculate it? You say, sir, I will take a measuring tape, and when I will fix one tape here, and I will go round and round and round, and then when I reach the top of here, I will be able to calculate this height, which is it is practically okay. This is possible, but this is tough task. So now this is for one mountain. There are thousands of mountains in Himalayas and lakhs of mountains all over the world. How will you calculate this? How will you calculate the tip of a Qutub Minar, or how will you calculate the tip of the height of the Eiffel Tower? How will you do that? So you don't need to apply so much logic. There is a tool named as trigonometry. Trigonometry, and you will be surprised to know that who has invented this? By Aryabhatta, Indian scientist, mathematician, sorry, Indian mathematician Aryabhatta. Now this tool trigonometry is used even in spaces also, to calculate distance between Earth, Sun, Earth, Moon, or even finding distance between planets and Sun, or distance between solar system, probably even the next nearest solar system, etc. So this is not directly calculated through trigonometry, but the devices used for calculating this is based on trigonometry only. It's based on trigonometry only. Now you will think, sir, how I will be able to measure the height of this? Is there something device that no, there is no device. It's simple mathematics only. Now this question was asked by Aryabhatta himself, that how I will be able to calculate the height of an unknown or a large object without even directly measuring it. So what he was doing in this experiment, that there was a see, this will be confusing. I will rub this on. Now suppose this is a pole. Aryabhatta was standing here, and he elevated his eye up to an angle. This is my angle. I'm supposing this. I have tilted my neck up till something is like theta 1. Now he noticed that when he moves back some distance x, any distance x, this angle, the value of this angle theta decreases. The value of this theta decreases, and so on. This is theta 3, this is theta 4, and he noticed that this is theta 1 is greater than theta 2, is greater than theta 3, is greater than theta 4, and if he moves closer, this is point A, this is B, this is C, this is D, and if he moves point nearer to the pole, as if I say this is my B dash, this is my theta 2 dash, and this is my theta 3 dash, this is C dash, which implies this is less, theta 1 is less than theta 2 dash, this is less than theta 3 dash. Now this is x, this is, I say y, this is z, anything. Now it was in his mind that while the distance from this pole is getting increased, the value, that is distance from this pole B is increasing, then my theta is decreasing. And if my distance from this pole is decreasing, my theta is increasing. But the height of pole remains the same. So we try to establish the relation between the distance and theta and height. That is, in a triangle, if you see clearly that this is nothing but a triangle only. This is a right angle triangle. This is 90 degree, and this other are the sides, and this is hypotenuse. This is perpendicular. So I'm taking this as theta. With respect to this theta, my lower one will be my base. My the height in front of me will be, I'm taking it to be perpendicular, and the slant height I'm taking to be as h, hypotenuse. Now what he concluded, that he gave following values of theta. So according to him, let me redraw this. According to him, if there is in a right angle triangle, right angle triangle, if this angle is theta and this is 90 degree, I will be calling this as my what. See, I'm in front of theta, it is perpendicular, so this is I'm representing perpendicular. This I'm representing by P, and this is near, this is my base. I'm standing on my base and I'm looking at the pole or anything, an object, which this object height will become perpendicular, and the theta from where I'm looking up, this is my become my base. Base I'm writing as B, and this is my hypotenuse H. Now what he gave certain relations between, if I mark it as this is my A, this is sorry, this is M, triangle MON, triangle M1. Then what he said, that is sine theta, which is represented by sine of theta. This sine theta is nothing but perpendicular, this is P, by hypotenuse. That is, this sine theta equal to perpendicular by hypotenuse. And cos theta equals base by hypotenuse, and tan theta equals to perpendicular by base. This is the basic thing he has given. And if you see the converse of it, that is cosecant theta is height upon perpendicular. You can see that this is the inverse of this, and secant theta equals to height upon height upon base, and cot theta, this is inverse of this, and cot theta is base by perpendicular, which is inverse of this. No sir, what is cos theta and what I am getting this, what is the benefit of this? So he said that if my angle theta is fixed, or any triangle, if my angle theta is fixed, then the sine theta will always be same. The sine theta will always be same. How it is useful? It is that how much height you have taken, and how much length or how much tall is the height of a tree or a pole or a mountain or anything. If I am standing at a distance d, any distance d, such that I am able to make my angle theta from this, then if this is always, I'm see this is theta, this is always be p, I'm checking as p1, and this is base, so this I'm taking b1. And if there is some another object which is height lower than this, so this is, if this is theta 1 and this is theta 2, but theta 1 I know that theta 1 is equal to theta 2 equal to theta, and this is p2 and this is b2, then he said that these ratios will be same, that is sine theta 1 equal to sine theta 2 equal to p1 by b1 equal to p2 by p2. Doing this, he has made a revolution in the field of mathematics. That you can see that this thing is so small, this thing is so large, and he has made it comparable, both of the comparable to only one thing, that is angle. This angle. This angle plays a crucial role in the trigonometry. Trigonometry itself means an angle. Trigonometry. Figures and angles. So, sir, is there something relation between this sine theta, cos theta, and tan theta, and secant theta, secant theta, cosecant theta, cot theta? Yes, there is a relation. Yes, there is a relation. Now, this is I'm talking about basics of trigonometry. See, if this is my triangle, this is your triangle. If I take it as, suppose this is my this is MON. Same thing I'm taking MON, and if I'm denoting with my, this is my perpendicular. This is I'm taking theta. This is 90 degree. This is my theta, and this is my this is the opposite to this is my perpendicular, and this is my base, and this is my hypotenuse. Now what is sine theta? Sine theta, sir, sine theta is perpendicular by hypotenuse. So MO by MN. Okay. Now, sir, what I'm saying, what is cos theta? Yes, sir. What is it? Cos theta is based upon hypotenuse. What is base? Sir, base is NO by MN. Now you know that. Now you know that using Pythagoras theorem. You know, I am already told you that whenever there is a right angle triangle, it must click onto your mind that you have to use somewhere or the else Pythagoras theorem. So here also I am using Pythagoras theorem. What is say that ON square plus NO square equal to MN square. Yes, sir, this is true. So which implies that this is, I can rewrite it as this is OM square by MN square. I'm dividing this whole by MN square equal to MN square by MN square. Yes, sir, you can do this. You are dividing this whole equation. Yes, sir, you can do this. So what to get is that this is OM, I can write as OM by MN whole square. Yes, sir, you can write this. This is NO by MN whole square. Yes, sir, this is MN square. But and this gets cancelled. I can write it as 1. So this is 1. Yes, sir, no problem, nothing at all. Now you can see that OM by MN. What is OM by MN? OM, this is MO or OM means same. MO by MN, nothing but sine theta. So in place of this I am writing sine theta whole square plus, what is this? NO by MN. NO by MN is cos theta. So this is cos theta whole square equals to 1. Now this is property that sine theta into sine theta. You can write it as sine theta whole square, but it in representation it is written as sine square theta. Similarly with cos theta, square is written as cos square theta. Tan theta whole square written as tan square theta. So from here you can write this as sine square theta plus cos square theta equals to 1. This is your first property, that sine of theta, sine square theta plus cos square theta is 1. Here you can even say that sine square theta equal to 1 minus cos square theta, or cos square theta is equal to 1 minus sine square theta. From here you can get result, but basic equation is sine square theta plus cos square theta equal to 1. Sine square theta plus cos square theta equal to 1. Now, now from here only I will, you know that I have also told you that sine theta equal to 1 by, because these are inverse, cosecant theta, and secant theta is 1 by cos theta. You know that? Yes sir, I know that. This is secant theta by cos is this. So if I substitute this whole thing in this expression, this thing in this expression, so sorry, this is nothing. You know that this is cos theta is 1 by secant theta. Now if I substitute this thing here, what I get is that, see, this is cosine square theta is equal to cosecant theta whole square plus 1 by secant square theta whole square equal to 1. No, forget this thing. No, sorry, this will become complex. Forget this thing. No, so this is this thing, you know. Now next is see, secant theta, you know that secant theta is nothing but inverse of cos theta, and from this triangle, what is secant theta? Secant theta is inverse of cos theta, hypotenuse by base. This is hypotenuse by base. And from even here also I can even write this, that Pythagoras theorem only, this is b square plus p square equal to h square. Okay, b square plus h square equal to h square. Now what I'm doing, this secant, now if you take this secant square theta, that is squaring of this, I can write this. Yes, I can write this as h square by b square. Now you know that what is h square. This is p square plus b square by b square is nothing but p by b square square plus 1. Yes sir, you can write this. Now if you clearly, sorry, you clearly see that is secant square theta is p square by b square. What is p square by b square? Sir, p square by b square is tan square theta. Yes, so tan square theta, p by b is perpendicular by base is tan theta, so this is square, so tan square theta plus 1. Or you can write it as secant square theta is equal to 1 plus tan square theta. This is your second equation. Now third, so what is there any more? Yes, you have sine theta, you have seen cos theta, you have seen secant theta, you have seen tan theta, but you haven't seen cosecant theta and cot theta. Okay sir, cosecant theta and cot theta. Yes sir. So how we'll now calculate derived relation? So say cosecant square theta is written as, is in one inverse of sine theta, and sine theta is perpendicular hypotenuse, so this will be hypotenuse by perpendicular whole square, which is h square by p square. Now h square can be written as p square plus b square by p square, which implies that this is 1 by b by p whole square. Now sir, what is b by p? Sir, p by b is tan theta, so b by p will be cot theta. So cosecant square theta is nothing but 1 plus cot square theta. 1 plus cot square theta. Now what to do is that cosecant of this quadrant. This is my third equation. Now you will be asking, sir, what is this is sir, you have done mathematics. No, sir, what can I say? What is the value of theta from different value theta? What I will get? I am not understanding this. Yes, you must not be understanding this. Now let me again draw this diagram. Now the diagram was this. So my theta. This is theta. I'm making MON. This is in front of theta. This is my perpendicular. Below theta is my base, and this is my hypotenuse. Now, what is sine theta? What is sine theta? It is perpendicular by hypotenuse. You must be knowing that in a right angle triangle, hypotenuse is greater than perpendicular, and even hypotenuse is greater than base. There may not be relation between the P and B, but there is a relation between hypotenuse, and that this hypotenuse is greater than not even equal to greater than P, and this is hypotenuse greater than base. Yes sir, this is greater than base. Now if you see that this is H is greater than P, which implies that if you divide the whole equation by H, that is 1 is greater than P by H, or inversely you can say that P by H is less than 1. So from here this is P by H less than, which implies that sine theta always be less than 1. So in minimum, what it can be minimum? I will show you. See, sine theta is always less than 1. Now I'm taking some worst case. Now if you clearly see that this, if let me draw with some different pen. Now if this theta increases, here theta will increase, here theta will increase. See, this is theta 1, this is theta 2, this is theta 3, then theta 3 is greater than theta 2 is greater than theta 1, and you can see that as theta increases, the length of hypotenuse decreases, that is H decreases, but P remains the same. See, if you see from this equation, that is if P by H, if P remains the same, that is P only, and if H reduces to H minus something delta, then this whole thing will increase. So theta, sine theta is an increasing function for theta, value of theta. That is, at some point, I'm saying at some point this becomes 90 degree. So if theta becomes 90 degree, so if this is equal to, say, if this value, see, if this theta coming here, and then finally this theta and this will be 90 degree only, and for this case this perpendicular becomes hypotenuse, and at that case only this sine theta will be 1, where theta, when theta will be 90 degree, so what you can say, that this is true with this also. Sine theta is less than equal to 1. So what is the minimum value of sine theta? Now I will be making you write what is sine theta in a triangle. I will show you the case of only a triangle only. So if you see that triangle, so if you go beyond this, I'm drawing with different pen. So if I with theta, if I decrease my theta, I will go far and far and far and far. You can see that this distance decreases so much, decrease that this becomes so much degree that this theta tends to 0 degree. And now if theta, you will see a straight line. straight lines mean that p equal to 0 becomes the height of this becomes 0, base becomes hypotenuse. Now if you put the value of p as 0, so this sine theta becomes 0, so hence this will be like this. So sine theta, minimum value of sine theta is 0 and maximum value of sine theta is 1. Similarly, if I calculate the value of cos theta, that is cos theta, so cos theta is nothing but base by hypotenuse, base by hypotenuse. Now if you see from here that if I increase my theta, this base will decrease. If that is theta increases, that is if I reach this, if I reach here, then base will be decreased by some value delta. So base will decrease by some value delta, but also hypotenuse will decrease. If I increase theta, the base will decrease and hypotenuse will not, there will not much effect of this in hypotenuse. There will be not much effect in the hypotenuse. Instead, hypotenuse will decrease but not to that instant. So if you increase theta, the value of this decreases. So, and if I decrease theta, that is if I go far beyond this, if I go beyond this, so what will be my graph is, what will my triangle is, a triangle becomes this straight line. For this hypotenuse equal to base, for this condition theta will be 0 degree and cos theta will be 1. The p by b by h becomes 1. So even cos theta, the minimum maximum value is 1, but the condition here is that for sine theta, theta is increasing and this becomes 0 to 1, but for here theta is decreasing function. For decreasing function, the value of theta, if theta increases, the even simply you can understand that if theta decreases, the cos theta value increases, or if then theta increases, the cos theta value decreases. Now tan theta, let me come to the next is tan theta, and inverse of this will be cosecant theta and secant theta. Now next is tan theta. Now what is tan theta? Sir, tan theta, sir, what is tan theta is perpendicular by base. Yes sir, perpendicular by base is my tan theta. Now if you see this theta, if I take theta to be here, if I take theta, this is base will be decreasing, perpendicular will be same. So if base decreases, p remains same, which implies that theta will also, this tan theta will also increase. That is, if theta increases, tan theta increases, and if I move beyond this theta and theta, this is there will be a point when p equal to 0 for theta equal to 0. So for theta equal to 0, p equal to 0, which implies that tan theta becomes 0. So if theta decreases, tan theta decreases, and theta, if theta equal to 0, tan theta will be 0. So and I'm forgot to mention that if this theta is so close to here, that is if theta is 90 degree, then you can from see that the perpendicular remains same, that is p is p, but the base tends to 0. Now if you put something by 0, that is p by 0, nothing but infinity. So my tan theta value goes from, tan theta values goes from 0 to infinity. I'm not putting equal to sign because infinity is not reachable. So 0 to infinity for theta is increasing, and this value of theta is for 90 degree, and this value of theta is for 0 degree. Now inverse, and there is a also inverse 3, also inverse there, 3 inverse are present. So you know that cosecant theta is equal to 1 by sine theta. Okay, now sine theta goes from 0 to 1, This for this theta equal to 0 degree, and this is theta equal to 90 degree. So inverse of theta will go from 1 by 0 to 1 by 1 cosecant theta. Then this sign becomes opposite. So this is for 90 degree, this is for 0 degree. So 0, 1 by 0 is infinity. So you can even write it as cosecant theta value goes from 1 to infinity. That is cosecant theta value is from 1 to infinity. For this is theta equal to 0 degree, and for theta equal to this is 90 degree, sorry, this theta equal to 0 degree. Now even if you know that this is sine, this is another one is sec theta. Sec theta is nothing but 1 by cos theta, and you know that cos theta goes from 0 to 1, but this is for 90 degree and this is for 0 degree. Now if you take the inverse, this is 1 by 0 is cosecant theta, this is sorry secant theta 1, this is for 0 degree, this is a 90 degree, 1 by 0 nothing but infinity. So here also you can see that the secant theta is 1 to infinity, but this value for 1 is for 0 degree and this is for 90 degree. This is for 90 degree. Now one more thing is remaining, that is cot theta. So what is cot theta? But cot theta is 1 by tan theta. Yes, 1 by tan theta. Now I have told you that the minimum value of tan theta is 0 and goes up to infinity. Now so 1 by tan theta, you can from taking the inverse, this sign becomes opposite, and this 1 by infinity and this become 1 by 0. Now you know that 1 by 0 is nothing but this is for value 0 degree and this is for 90 degree. Now 1 by infinity is something by very large number is 0. So I will can equate it to 0, not degree. This is for 0 degree, value 0. 1 by tan theta is cot theta and 1 by 0 is infinity. So cot theta also lies from 0 to infinity, but this 0 is for 0 degree. No, sorry, this is for 90 degree. Sorry, I'm sorry, this is for 90 degree and this infinity is for 0 degree. 0 degree. So sir, this is sir the range of theta. But sir, what if I need to calculate the value of 30 degree, 60 degree? So yes, this Aryabhatta has, through many of his experiments, after conducting many experiments, he has given a table for various values of theta. So I can show you the values. So this is, if I take this is to be as theta and this is my cos, if this I take to be this is cos theta, sorry, first I have taught you sin theta, cos theta, tan theta. So this is, if the theta is 0 degree, this is 30, next is 30 degree, next is 45 degree, next is 45 degree, this is 60 degree, this is 90 degree. Now sir, what is a value of 20 degree? No, it is not important to you. Only some values will be given and based on this value only it will be asked in the paper. So what is sine 0? I have told you that sine theta varies from 0 to, so sine 0 is 0 and sine 90, you know the value of sine 90 is 1. Now for sine, that is sine of 30 degree, sine 30 is 1 by 2. And so sine 45 it is 1 by root 2. The sine 60 is root 3 by 2. Now cos theta. For cos theta, you can know that this sine cos 0 is 1 and cos of 90 is 0. Now only if you remember this one row, this is 0, half, 1 by root 2, root 3 by 2, you need to just reverse this. This is 0, this is half. So from here this is 0, this will be half, this will be 1 by root 2, this half, this is 1 by root 3 by 2, this is root 3 by 2, then 1, this is 1 is here. Now sir, what is tan theta? Now I have told you that tan theta is nothing but perpendicular by base. Now sine theta, you know that sine theta is perpendicular by hypotenuse, and cos theta is nothing but base by hypotenuse. Now if you divide sine theta by cos theta, this is cos theta, this is nothing but sine theta is p by h divided by b by h. So h and h gets cancelled, this become p by b. What is p by b? P by b is tan theta. So tan theta is nothing but sine theta by cos theta. And one more thing is that since sine theta causes this, so cos theta, inverse of this is cos. If I divide cos theta by sine theta, it will give me p by b, and you know that p by b is nothing but cot theta or 1 by tan theta. So from here tan theta, what tan theta is sine theta cos theta. So if 0 by 1 is 0, 1 by root 2, 1 by 2 plus root 2 is just 1 by root 3. If you divide this as tan 45 is 1, and this is root 3, and this is 1 by 0 is infinity. You also know that sin tan 0 is 0 and tan 90 is infinity. So from here you can see that the value of half is 0.5, half is 0.5, and if you 1 by root 2 is nothing but 0.707, and root 3 by 2 is nothing but 0.2 0.866, six 0.866, and 1 is 1.0. Now for sine theta you can see that 0.5 for 0 degree with if I am increasing my theta from 0 to 30 to 45 to 60 to 90, you can see that the value of 0 is 0.0, then half is 0.5, 0.707, 0.866, this is 1. My sine theta is increasing from 0 to 0.5 to 0.707, 0.8, and then finally to 1 at 90 degree. Now if you see the value of cos theta, this was 1, then root 3 by 2, that is 0.866, then 0.707, then 0.5, and then 0. This is my decreasing function. And tan theta, this is 0, this is 1 by root 3. 1 by root 3 is 0.3 only. You can say 0.3, around 0.3 only. Not even 0.3. It will be 0.45 like this. And 0 and 1, and then root 3 is 1.7, and infinity is itself infinity. So even this function is also increasing. The 0.32, some 0.5, not even 0.5, 0.6, 0.7, then 1, 1.7, then infinity. This tan theta is also increasing function. Now sir, what is cosecant, secant, and tan theta? So this is exactly inverse of this. So if I draw this table again, that is, if I write here as cosecant theta, and another one is secant theta, and another one is cot theta, and the value of theta is nothing but this. First I take it as 0 degree. If this is 0, this is next is 30 degree, and next is 45 degree, and next is 60 degree, and next is 90 degree. What it is that, so the value of so sine theta was at 0, it is 0, so cosecant will be 1 by 0. 1 by 0 is nothing but infinity. This will be infinity. So sine 30 was 1 by 2, so this will be 2. This is 1 by 2 inverse of this is 1 by root 2, this is 1 by 2 is root 2. Now for 60 is root 3 by 2, so it will be 2 by root 3. And for 90 it was 1, so even if this was 1 also. If you see, no, remember the value of cos 0 is 1, so 1 by 1 is 0. Cos 30 root 3 by 2, so this will be, even you can see that this from here you can reverse this order and this will be same. Root 3, this is 2, this is 2, this is infinity. Now cot theta is cosecant theta by secant theta. So if you divide this, infinity by 1 is infinity. If you divide this will be nothing but root 3. So this divided by 1, this will be 1 by root 3, and this will be 1 by infinity is 0. Now if you remember that tan theta was 0, 1 by root 3, 1, root 3 and infinity. So this is exactly what's. Now you will say, sir, how I will able to remember all of this? See, you need to remember the only one value, either sine or cos. My request will be to remember all of these, but if you are not able to remember the values of 0 degree, 30 degree, then remember only one value is sine theta. 0, half, then 1 by root 2, root 3 by 2, and 1. That will be enough. Cosecant this is inverse, and tan you will need to divide by this, and for other three you will need to take the inverse of this. Now, sir, how will I be able to remember that secant sine theta is perpendicular to hypotenuse, cos theta is made by hypotenuse, and tan theta is this by this. So there is, I'm teaching a small trick how to remember this, which I even have studied in my school days only. So if you write this P, sorry, PBP, and this you write PBP. I will tell you what is PBP, but first you write this PBP, and in above I have taught you, see, I have first taught you sine theta, so you write sine theta here, cos theta here, and tan theta here. Sir, sine theta, so this is perpendicular by hypotenuse, base by hypotenuse, and perpendicular by base. Sir, this I know, sir, I need to remember how to remember this. So how to remember PBP and HHB. So I am not against any country, but this is Pakistan bhuka pyasa, Hindustan hara bhara. Pakistan. No, I will not write this. This will be incorrect for any country to against any country, but for just for remembering this, Pakistan bhuka pyasa, and this is Hindustan hara bhara. If you write this by this, and sine theta, cos theta, tan theta, this sine theta will be perpendicular by hypotenuse, cos theta will be base by hypotenuse, and tan theta will be perpendicular by base. In remember it only in right angle triangle. Right angle triangle, this is valid. If some other triangle is given, it may still be valid, but not directly. You need to first draw this perpendicular, and then only for this theta you need to, only from this and this you can able to derive the things. Now what else is given is trigonometry. Yes, you have done. Theta you have done. Cos theta you have done. Tan theta just done. Formula, yes, you have applied. I have told you the formula is how to derive, to remember and how to derive. Yes, this was by values, various values, and need to prove something. What is this? Yes, for this sine theta, yes, and this trigonometric formulas, yes, I have told you. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, only one thing I need to teach you. Yes. So, if this is my triangle, this is angle, this is 90 degree, and let us say this is A, B, C. This angle is A, or even I can take this as a theta. So let me take this my theta 1, only theta. Okay, I will take it by theta by default, this by theta. So this will be 90 minus theta. Why? Because this angle 90 degree, and some of other two angles will also be 90 degrees, so 90 minus theta. Now from here, if you see this is, if I take the right sine theta equal to, for this sine theta, this will be CB will be my perpendicular and AC will be my hypotenuse. Now from here, this is sine 90 minus theta. What sine 90 is for? See, for this sine, if I'm looking from here to here, this AB will my base, AB will be my base, and AC will be my still be my hypotenuse. Now this sine theta is this. Now even if you, from seeing from this angle A, I'm seeing here, I'm seeing that cos theta will be base, that is AB, by hypotenuse, that is AC. Now you can see that cos theta is sine 90 minus theta. This is same, that is A by B, A by C. Now you can, now for taking this as reference, I will write some different formula, that is sine 90 minus theta is cos theta. And same thing, that is, if you write cos 90 minus theta, this will give sine theta. And same, cosecant 90 minus theta will give me secant theta, and secant 90 minus theta will give me cosecant theta, and tan 90 minus theta will give me cot theta. Sir, how will I remember this? You remember sine square theta plus cos square theta equal to 1. See, 190 minus theta, other will be theta. If I take sine 90 minus theta, this will be equal to cos theta, or if I take cos 90 minus theta, this will be my sine theta. From here, this is for sine and cos only. Now for others, this tan theta. Now same, this is sine and cos, so cosecant and secant are directly related. From here, the inverse of this is true. Now tan theta, if you divide by this is tan 90 minus theta equal to cos by theta by sine theta will be cot theta. And if I take inverse of this will also be same, that is cot, if I write cot theta equal, cot 90 minus theta, cot 90 minus theta will be nothing but tan theta. This is more identities. You need to remember this. It might be useful that if I said sine 30, I am giving you sine 30 value is my half, then cos of 90 minus 30, that is exactly equal to sine 30, or this is, that is cos 60. Sine 30 will also be equal to cos 90 minus 30, that is cos 60, which is nothing but half. You know that in the table you have already seen that cos 60 value is half. This way also you can remember. Now one question I need to take it to you before getting to the exercises. In this I will not be doing exercise, instead I will make you do some questions. So this is, so if a person, if a point P lies in a horizontal plane where a pole, suppose the pole is MN, is erected on a ground vertically and point P is at distance of 5 meters such that the angle of elevation, see I am elevating my eye to see this pole, so it will be angle of elevation, and if I am decreasing my eye to see an object, then it will be angle of decline, declination. Now sir, how will I will be bending my neck to see? No, if you are, imagine that if you are on a roof of a house and you need to see a car or a boy, you will deviate your eye below to see this. So here in this case you will angle of declination. So here this is the angle of inclination is 30 degree. Then find the height of this pole mn. So how will you calculate the height of pole mn? See, you need to calculate this. Let us take to be x. Now you have this x relation, this 5, this is perpendicular, this is base, and this is theta. So perpendicular is given, base is given, and theta is given. Now you know that p by b or b by b, when any applying of this is equal to tan theta. Tan theta equal to perpendicular by base. Now perpendicular you have taken x, that is height of the pole, and base you know this is 5 meters, and tan 30 you know that this is 1 by root 3. So from here x equal to 5 by root 3. This is meters, so this is meters. So the height of pole is 5 by root 3 meters. 5 by root 3 meters. This is the height of the pole. Now is there anything you can calculate? Yes, you can do. Suppose another question. Now instead of here, it is given that a person, a point M and of a pole, a point from a point M on a pole, a point P on the ground is tied with tightly with a rope such that it is straight. Now if height of my pole is given to be 10 meters and angle is suppose 30 degree, or not 30 degree, now I am taking 45 degree. So calculate, now question is calculate the distance of point P from pole. This is my first. Second, the length of thread required. So for point P, you can see that if I take this to be my x, now same relation, that is 10 by 10 by x is given. There is a perpendicular, this angle is given, perpendicular by base is given, so this is nothing but tan 45 degrees. So which implies that tan 45 is, you see a table that value of tan 45 is 1, so value of x is 10 meters. So this is nothing but 10 meters. 10 meters. Now, so the point of P is at a 10 meter distance from the pole. Now you need to calculate the length of this thread. You can do any method, you can even apply Pythagoras theorem, and this will be 10 square plus 10 square under root. But using trigonometry, what you can do is that even if this one was not on question, now you know that this is, I suppose take this is my H, now this is my P, so I know P by H, P is given, X is, H is unknown, and this theta is known, so P by H you know that this is sine theta. Sine theta is perpendicular by hypotenuse. Now sine 30, that is sine 45 is equal to perpendicular is given to be 10 meters and hypotenuse is, I say, let's suppose H only, so this is nothing but H equals 10 by sine 45 degrees. Now sine 45, you know that sine 45 is 1 by root 2. So from here, that is 1 by sine 45 is 1 by root 2, and 1 by root 2 is root 2. So this is 10 root 2 meters. 10 root 2 meters. And even from here you can see that this is ultimately 10 root 2 meters. So in this way, without you need to measure, without measuring the length, you can, by trigonometry you can find the value of even height of a pole, length of a thread, distance of a point from other, from the pole or from a tree, and like so on. You can find any of these. Now what am I forgetting something? I can check from here that you cannot just do one. Yes, I have told this sine theta. Yes, I have told this is equal to 90 degree. Yes, I have told this. What news? Yes, this is for new exercise. Yes. Let me see if there are any other few exercises I can. If I will notice that this is much. There are many questions, so I will cover in this next lecture. Thank you for watching.